Welcome back everybody to the HermitCraft server. My name's Hypno and we're going to start this off with another bow enchant. If you saw the last video where I was caving with Exuma and Red Eyes, yep, I ended up dying in a fire, losing, I think it was like 34 levels of experience, 17 diamonds, and that cool bow that we made. It's too bad, but that stuff happens when you go caving. That zombie came out of nowhere and just kind of pushed me right into lava. Oh well, that was a little while ago. I'm past it. Let's get something great here. Power 4. It's not bad. It's not quite what we had before, but it's pretty good. It's good for taking down enemies. Alright. So, I've been caving around here a little bit on top of what we did with Exuma and Red Eyes before. I ended up collecting a lot of redstone ore on my own because I am running out. So, what I wanted to do was just go ahead and lay all these down that I collected, break them all, get some redstone, use my Fortune 3 pick. Yep, and just have a little bit of fun. I'm not sure how much redstone this will all turn into. It's a little over a stack of redstone ore. It's a stack plus 26, so almost a stack and a half, but not quite. So let's just throw all this stuff down. Whoop, fell down. I've never actually done this before, collecting a whole lot of ore like this and then breaking it all at once. I assume this is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, we also had some diamond. Let's bust those out as well. Alright. And then we'll use our Unbreaking Efficiency 5 Fortune 3 pickaxe. And my understanding is 1.3, there's going to be no more Efficiency 5. So maybe I should hold on to this as like a keepsake of of when you could actually get that. I don't know. But let's see what we get. Let's start off with the diamonds. Oh, there's 3, 7, 9, and 11. Right? Can I math? Yeah, 11 diamonds. That's cool. So let's just start busting off busting up this redstone. I assume there might be enough here that it might cause lag. I don't know. Man, that's a lot of redstone. How many entities is that? Over 400. Let's just go pick it all up. Oh, that's cool. So what did we end up? Oh, wow, that's a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks of redstone. I think that'll get us where we need to be. Today, I do want to work on the 3x3 door. I've been playing around with it a little bit in creative mode, and I think I have a good grasp on what we need to do to make that happen. Oh, I don't know if I need to throw away all that wood. I'm running out of resources. I ran out of repeaters. I need to make another stack of those. I thought when I made that stack before, when we did the iron golem farm, that I was going to have too many that would last for like pretty much forever, but nope. Still need more. So let's just make a whole new stack of those. I believe it's like this, redstone, and then stone. Yep, there we go. So there's a stack of repeaters, good. So that kind of knocked down our redstone supply a little bit. Now we're down to 5 plus 6, and then I think there was maybe 2 stacks in one of these chests. Here we go. Yeah, 2 more stacks here. Okay, so we should be good on redstone for a little bit, and I think there might be a little bit more over at my NPC village base. And we got a couple of repeaters here and some redstone torches, so I'll probably need those. Let's see, a lever I'm gonna need. I think there's a few more items. Oh no, see, I got sand here. Whoa, only wanted to drop off one of those. Let's see, what else do I need? See, I needed repeaters. I needed torches. Oh, I will need a few pieces of glowstone. I'm going to need 10 sticky pistons, I think. So let's make those. I'll just turn this into wood planks. Okay, so I need that. I need 10 iron. We have the redstone. We need cobblestone. think that should be enough. And is that it? Redstone, cobblestone, wood. Yeah. Alright, so let's make up... Oh, here's something splashing water. I don't think they can get to me, whatever it is. Alright, so there's 10 pistons. I did have slime balls, right? Yep. So let's get some of those. Craft those up. Okay. Alright guys, so I have dug out around the 3x3 door area. You can see we got room on top for some pistons, on the side, this side as well, and then down below. So this is probably going to be a little tricky for me. I'm not a redstone expert, as I said many times before. I've played around with this in creative mode a little bit, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but I might mess up. I might have to make a few cuts just and figure out what I'm doing wrong, etc. So this is the center of the door, so we need 2 sticky pistons facing up right here for sure, with whatever block is going to be the door material made out of. For now, we'll just use stone brick. We can change it out for a different block later. That is not a problem. Take a little fall damage there. Okay. So to start this off, we need to come over 2 blocks here. And then right where that torch is, we need... I'm already fumbling. So let's see. I think right here we need to get the proper things on our hotbar. And instead of that block, I am going to use colored wood blocks. I know a lot of people like using colored wool for their redstone projects. I don't have any wool. This isn't creative mode. I do have colored wood blocks, which will help separate, the different colors. So I think this will work fine. So from here, we need some repeaters. Let's grab those. Okay. And let's see. We need a repeater here, repeater there. This one needs to be on 4 ticks. This one needs to be like that. Oh, I thought I had made a button, but I did not make a button. I can make a button though. So let's do this. We'll put a button right there. Okay, so that's starting to do what we need it to do. So we'll put a block right there. Block down there. Put a little redstone dust action on that. So now we need a repeater here. And this is going to go into another block. And then from here, we're going to do something like this. Take out that center one. And this will have a torch on it. Dust. I think. Is that right? I'm asking you, but that's supposed to be doing this. Yeah, I think that's right. And then we're going to have a repeater right there. Okay, so the torch is off. Now, if this redstone goes off, yep, there we go. Just making sure I didn't screw anything up this early on. Okay, so that needs to go, I believe, into a block right there. And on top of that, is this too high? Okay, so I thought I had done this wrong and I was second guessing myself looking around, but no. It turns out I was doing that perfectly right. Redstone goes right on top of that block just like that. Did we place that there? Let's take a look. Hop up here. Yeah, the redstone is there. I think it might help if we clear a little bit more space so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I was thinking this redstone was going to be showing through the floor, but we are still a block below the floor level, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now... Yeah. That one's on 4, that one's on 1, this one goes on 1, and I think this one had to be on 2? I think that's right. Okay. So now that we got this set up, I believe at this point we can come around and start hooking up a little bit more. I think we'll change our block colors out. Let's do some some dark wood here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we'll have a block right there, and a repeater going into this block. That's going to go into a redstone torch. Block on top, just like that. Now, I think I need to do the same thing here. Maybe. Let's see. No, actually, that's right where it needed to be. We can put that dirt back. Sorry if I'm making mistakes, but like I said, I'm not a redstone expert here. Yeah, so the torch needed to go just like that. Alright, so that is also going to... Let's see, where else does that need to go? We need dark wood here and here, and then we need some repeaters like that. Those need to be on 2 ticks each. So this torch will power this piston and also power these repeaters. Alright, and then these need to go into a block right there and there. That can go away. Okay, and then... yes, that's going into a block there, and then I think it's just another block, repeater, dust. So these repeaters will power this block will give power to this dust, and that'll feed into this repeater here. And let's see, that repeater needs to go into a block, I believe. Just like that. Okay. I'm not sure if we can test this just yet, but let's see what happens. Okay, well, something happened. Okay, the monostable is working. It's giving us a quick 1-tick pulse. Yep, I think that is pretty much that. Alright, so at this point, what we need to do is put in a piston. I think that goes right there. This is going to have sand on it. I'm probably doing something wrong here. I just feel like I am. Yeah, so that goes like that. Oh, no, no, no. Yep, I'm doing something wrong. Get rid of this. Piston goes down here. We use another wood type. Then we'll put sand on that. Where did my sand go? Did it fall down the hole and I didn't pick it up? I don't see it in my inventory. No, really, where did... Oh, it's right there. Okay, so piston, block, sand. There we go. Then at this point, we need block there, block there. We're going to put a lever down. That's not a lever. We'll put a lever right there. And I think it's dust, or is it a repeater? No, it's a repeater. Let's fix that. Repeater. Where'd the dust go? Ah, fell down. I don't think I can get it. Okay. And then turn that on so this repeater is always activated. So when this monostable pulses, it's going to power this block, which will power the repeater below it. But this is such a fast pulse that this block will stay up in the air. This block will stay up in the air. The sand will then make the connection between the repeater and this dust, and I'll send power over here. And maybe at this point is all we need. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's right. I'm hearing a bunch of pistons doing things. Yeah, I think I might have messed something up here. So let me take a look at what I did. It kind of sucks working in such tight quarters. Let me open this up just a little bit more. Probably add some torches back here might help as well. Okay, so this goes into here, just goes back and around. That's on 4, that's on 1, that goes up here. The sand's doing what we want. It's powering this, which is on 2. Did that need to be on 2? I think it did. That might be where our timing issue is. So let's try and see if that does anything. Okay, so that ticked twice. That's what we wanted to see. Yeah, I think that's right where we need to have it. So let's go up top. Can I get up there? Oh, man. Let's see if I can just kind of pillar up. And... yeah, okay. So this is pretty much what we want. At this point, we also want a sticky piston right like that. Okay. Oh, I don't want to fall down there. Man, doing this in creative is so much easier. Oh, man. Okay, so let's... okay, so that sounds like everything's working. We need to put a couple blocks in place so we can see if this thing's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. So those 2 blocks, when this thing fires, these should be straight up in the air. Let's see if I can maybe just do this and hit it from above. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, so it looks like those are right where they need to be. Nope, but it's not doing the reverse. I'm not seeing this pulse. Why is that not going? So this is off. Maybe it's just because of the server and the server lag. Oh, it went that time, right? Those blocks are still up there. Alright guys, sorry about that. I kind of had to take a look at what I was doing wrong here. And yeah, it looks like I forgot a couple of repeaters and some redstone dust. So off of this line back here, I put this one repeater and we put that on ticks of 4 that feeds into this darkwood block here. But we also needed another repeater right there, which feeds into this block. You actually put some redstone dust down here. So this repeater feeds into this bottom block, which feeds into this dust, which powers this block, which one of our sticky pistons sits on. And that's why things are going kind of wonky. So let's sticky piston that up and put that back. Okay, I think that might be enough for what we need. Let's see. Maybe I missed something else. Okay, so that works. They come up. Oh, yeah. So now we're... okay, so that is the hard part of the door right there. The double extending piston, getting it to go up and retract. Looks like we are all set. So the other things that we need to do, we need pistons there to control these blocks. We need pistons, yeah, same thing. Pistons there to control those 2 blocks. And then, oh, maybe I needed 11 pistons, not 10. Then we also need 3 pistons up here. Pretend I put a piston there for now to control those 3 blocks. So when those go down, those go in, and those 2 come up. This will be a complete 3x3 door. Let me make another piston, get this thing hooked up, and then we'll take a look at the other wiring here. Alright, so I decided clearing out a little bit of space probably would be the best way to do it. So I removed the walls around, opened it up a little bit more. I was kind of used to building this in creative mode. In survival, it's a little more difficult to try and get into those cramped places. So what we're going to do right now is off of this T flip-flop here, when this goes up, it's going to send power through this block, and we're going to snag some of that power, bring it up here, put it into these pistons so they'll close, and then continue it up here so the top part of this will close. So let's get started on that real quick. First thing we need to do is put a block right here. When that sand block comes up, it should power some redstone dust that'll be on that block. Then we'll need a block like that, I think, with a torch on it. Let's grab some of the stuff that I need on my hotbar. So I'll put a torch there, put some dust there. Okay, and then that's going to start a vertical wiring. It goes into that block, and then we need a torch on top of there. So let's kind of walk around, get this going. These should close, or they will just kind of push out a block. Yeah, so this is where things get a little interesting. So this torch is going to power this block. We're going to do some dust on there. And let's see, what was it now? Yeah, I think that torch powers this block, which powers the dust. We'll have dust. I need to get some building blocks over here so I can kind of jump around a bit. Let's see. Put a block there. Okay, so that torch into this block powers this dust, which goes into, or up this block right like that. And this is where things get a little interesting. We're going to bust out some glowstone and do some trickery here. So this dust is going to go into the glowstone there, into there, and into there. It's kind of an interesting way to do some quick vertical transmissions without any delays. Okay, so that redstone dust powers this glowstone, which will power this redstone dot. This dot will power this glowstone, powering this dot. And we'll continue that all the way up here. Let's see if I can just dust, dust, dust. Yeah, so that all has dust on it. Okay, so that takes care of this side. Let's grab those blocks, take some fall damage. I think we could test that out now. Okay, so this side's shut, the top shut, and the middle shut. Looking good. Yes. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. Now this thing with the glowstone, it's one of those interesting things, like it's kind of a bug, so this might break at some point in the future. But for now, I mean, that gets us going. It allows us to transmit that redstone vertically in a confined space, so the top and these sides all go off at the same time and no delay between them. Generic B helped me out with this a little bit. I had a crazy monstrosity, like I had the redstone coming out this way and then coming back up to get on top of here, but we figured this out together. Okay, so we have this side and the top closing and the middle, so now we need this side to close. And in order to do that, this is going to be a little tricky because I think these redstone torches might interfere with what we're going to do here. I think actually it might be possible to lower this down a block, because we can have a block underneath these pistons. The torch will power that block, which will power the piston. So if these are in the way, I'm going to lower this down one. I think that'll be okay. Kind of like, yeah, this torch is powering this block, which powers those other pistons. Okay, so let's see. So we need to draw power off from here. And can I go down one? Is that going to interfere with anything? Yeah, it'll connect with this dust right there, I think. Let's see. So if we do that, I think we might... I'm just kind of trying this off the cuff here. Yeah, that'll block this over here as well. Man, I was afraid that this would get in the way. See, the way that we had done this in creative was to take it like that, come out one. Oh, maybe at this point I can... No, because that torch will power... Well, let's see. If I come over like this... I don't know if those torches are going to power the block and then power the redstone dust on them. But yeah, we're just going to take this redstone dust all the way over. Oh, I can see that already interfering with these pistons. Every time that open the door, these are going to open and close. I think. Maybe not. We'll find out. Okay, so this continues over here like that. And we need a block right there. Throw the pick. So I think we can take away some of that. Ooh, maybe not. I think that one stone brick has to be there. We'll throw the stack again. Okay, so that has to be like that. Let's break away some of those blocks. Oh, yeah, I think that'll be fine, actually. So we'll do that. That. Maybe just break away some of this other stone here. Kind of got to do a little trickery here, maneuvering this redstone wire around where we need it. So we'll come down one more, and then down again. So maybe this will work just like we want. I don't know yet. So dust, 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 all the way down and around. Like I said, my only concern so far is us activating these pistons back here when we don't want them to be activated. Okay, so that's all connected. Now there's one thing here, one caveat, is when this powers over here, we're powering this torch, and then it's powering that torch. So we got 2 ticks of delay on this side, and this other side that we just ran the wire to doesn't have any delay at all. So let's put a repeater in there on the second tick, and that should correct that problem. Oh, dang it. No, not that direction. Right. Alright, so there's our 2 ticks of delay. That extends the line even further. If everything goes right, this should be working, I hope. Okay. So that looks like everything is going the way we want it. Oh yeah. That's a working 3x3 door, and the tops and both sides all fire at the same time, so it doesn't look weird. I know before I said I had this working, so like this side would fire, then up the top, and then down this way, because I had the redstone line coming up here and then around to set off the top and then back down again to set off these sides. But pulling it off of this this sand block around this other direction seems to be doing the trick that we want. And this is powered, but these pistons are not. So let's see, how is that going to affect things? So the door's closed right now, so you probably won't be enchanting with that door closed. You'll probably be enchanting with it open, and then when you walk out, I'll probably have this hooked up to like a pressure plate, I think. So when you walk up to it, it'll open, you'll do your enchanting, you'll walk out, and it'll close again. I don't think there's any reason you need to seal yourself inside there. Yep. Okay, so at this point, I think it's just cleanup. We just need to put blocks around. Oh, and one thing to note, if you do build one of these doors, please don't use this video as your tutorial. There's a much better one by CNBMinecraft. I'll link that in the description below. But if you do use this door, this dirt block right here, there's a torch on this block, but it needs this block right here. If you don't have that block there, it'll close fine, but when you open it, yeah, you get that floating block in the center. So just remember, because I had this problem before, I thought I broke it, but I just didn't know that you needed that block there. Alright, so let me clean this up and we'll be right back. Okay guys, and here we are. This is what it looks like, all sealed back up. The grass is still growing just a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I did put down some pressure plates here to activate the door to open and close it. So if we stand on the pressure plates, it opens, we can come in, do our chanting, and then leave. Door closes right behind us. I think that's kind of nice. Not too sure about these pressure plates though. Not really liking the way they look. I might change those out for stone. It might work better with the walls and stuff here. But I have them. I would actually like them, but they could be right along these blocks. But I think that is just too close to the other wiring. Because if they were underneath here, we would have to have these blocks one over. And I think like these redstone torches would interfere and, you know, send the power at the wrong time when we don't want it to go and just cause a bunch of problems. I'm not sure what else we could do. I was thinking maybe, you know, put blocks here so the redstone would power these blocks. Maybe put some repeaters. I don't know. I'll figure that out a little bit later. It's a little bit too complex right now to think about after building this whole door. But one thing that I do want to look at is the door material. So right now we just have 9 stone bricks here. I kind of want to change that out and use lapis lazuli. You might have already seen that in my inventory a second ago. So let's throw that lapis in here. Makes for an interesting door. This might go at some other time, but for right now I think that looks kind of cool. It breaks up the colors a little bit. Well, I guess it adds a little color, not breaks it up. So let's open the door. Yeah, and one thing to notice, we have stone brick there, there, and there. So that doesn't look too good. When you hit that pressure plates and this double extends, this block right here is the one that sits in the middle. This block right here is the one that sits right like that. So that's kind of interesting, the way that this door works. So let's just go ahead and make this a full ring of the lapis lazuli just so it looks better from the when it's open. All right. So the door is open. We have the full ring. Now we can close it. Yep. Open it. Looking good. All right, guys. I think I failed at redstone for long enough today. We ended up, you know, making something pretty cool. But like I said, if you want to see a proper tutorial for this, I would check out CNBMinecraft's tutorial. He shows you how to build this door. Mine is different from his, though. On his, it's 3 wide for the top parts. So if you want to hide all the redstone, your walls need to be 5 blocks wide. Mine is only 1 block wide, and so to hide the redstone it only needs to be 3 wide. So that is a pretty nice difference. You don't have to have like some kind of ring around your doors and all this other stuff to seal up all the redstone. So there's that. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.